Welcome back to another episode of Talkin' Shit ATL with your hosts, Amanda Ellenberg.
And I'm Prodigy Q.
And our furry friend is over in the corner because we put baby in a corner here.
Yeah.
So.
Hopefully he'll chill. Be cool.
Yeah. So
This
tell him.
episode is really great because, as you guys know from last year, our favorite season and holiday is coming up, which is Halloween. And so, of course, we decided we had to start, kick off the October month with a, kind of a Halloween themed episode and all the things. So I don't think we get as elaborate as we did like last year with all the costumes and stuff.
I was just about to say that. I was like, sorry, y'all. I'm not going to be dressing up like I did before. I really put in the work. No, I don't have the costumes ready either. And I just decided what I'm going to be for Halloween yesterday. So I got to start working on that one.
I haven't even thought about what I'm going to be.
I just decided. Every single year, I go through a million different ideas and never nail down something. And then it gets to time, and then I just put on, like I did last year, put on some ears and paint my face. Or be a vampire. Those are my choices.
I was telling people, like last week, I was like, I'm going to dress up as Shannon Sharp this year.
I feel like I know that name.
Shannon Sharp, he did the ESPN thing. Not ESPN. Yeah, ESPN. He was like a host on that for a while. He's a football player. Career.
I'd have to see him.
Oh, so he was like
I bet I know him.
It was like a whole thing like a few weeks ago where he like went live while he was doing the do. So yeah, it was a whole thing. Yeah.
Okay.
it was a whole thing.
Yes, well then the timing couldn't be greater.
Yeah. So
I don't know if I want to tell y'all what I'm being. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like come back for the episodes and you'll find out.
Okay, I was gonna ask. We'll wait on the episode. You'll be surprised. Last year I was a chip on the shoulder, so check that out.
Yeah. That was my favorite one.
Yeah, so go check that out for last year.
None of my guesses are even close.
No, even close. It was a good one, you guys. I love that one too.
Oh my lord.
I still wore that one in public.
That's the what?
I still wore that one in public.
Yeah.
Great.
The one I did in public was not on the podcast, and it looked crazy. I tried for the first time without ever trying before, and doing it also in a rush. I tried drawing a spider all over my face.
Oh, really?
Because I was a spider.
Oh.
And it looked crazy. It looked insane. Like, from certain angles, like, I get what I was going for, but overall, no. I don't think so.
I don't think I got to dress up. I still don't think I did.
Yeah.
Like anything that I ever remember.
I went to a Halloween party and I did that for that because I didn't want to wear I wore all my cat things and all my bear and everything at a bunch of different other events because I went to other Halloween events but this was on Halloween. But I went to other Halloween events where I had a bunch of different costumes, but all of them were kind of like half-assed. But I was trying to make it look like I put in effort at the last minute. That's what they were.
Yeah, I was like, I think I had to do it when I was like, however I was dressed at the time. It was like, oh yeah, I'm this person. I can't even remember. I think that's what I ended up doing.
Yeah. So y'all get one good one. But
I gotta get a good one, like a vest, like a nice one. Yeah, I did find this really dope place in Marietta that has some really great costumes. It's a really nice little shop. It's really nice. Yeah, so you guys go check it out. It's a nice little store in Marietta.
I'd
Marietta
be interested to see what the price is though, because it is Marietta.
Yeah, they might be crazy. But they had like stuff like the costumes they had was like stuff I've never seen before, like legitimate, like high end costume. Like they look great. Like it didn't like anything from like a Walmart or like they really would is like some of the characters things I never seen before, but they were like legit. So
I feel like I wouldn't do it this year because I just need to save right now. But I feel like I would rent for $50 or less, but any more than that, I'm out.
And I never thought about renting a costume.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking they rented.
Oh, you know, maybe they do. I don't know, but I mean, I never even thought. You know what I'm saying? Like to look at the sexy smart if they do rent them out or any place. I never even checked it too. I never even looked.
Oh, there's a bunch of places because you can
costume.
rent. People at my high school rented their prom dresses too.
Oh, the proms and stuff. I understand. I did that. You know,
but you can rent costumes.
I might look into that then, because I think it'd be like finding like the right one or one that looks good, and then typically I'm always like the do it yourself.
I feel like they do cost more than $50 to rent though. That's why I was saying that 50 was mine, but I feel like that's rare. They probably be like 100.
But I would rather rent because it's like one of those things like anything. Like I feel like once I do a really good costume, I wouldn't wear it again. You know, so I would prefer to rent it. Okay, cool. Send it back
not take up the space.
Yeah, because once you pay for sure, especially you do go all out and you're still paying.
And it's gonna be hundreds,
right?
Yeah.
For something that you know. What you going at? Same thing I was last year.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't know how people make.
Uses.
Yeah, I don't know how people make their own costumes and like do it every single year and make these elaborate things. I know they're just making it so they're like only paying for the materials, but even the materials are a lot. Hey, get your little head over there. Now he's covering you, but it was perfect before where you can still see you. And you see his dirty face because he won't let me brush him. I have to chase him around and pin him down.
See, I'm glad we put that there. We put a little force fit. He can't go by.
I know.
So it was perfect. So as you guys can see, he's here.
Yeah.
He always got to make sure he make his debut.
He really is the diva of the show.
I feel like he'd be like, yo, that's too much laughing. And
that's
too much
I'm not the center of attention.
Right. Too much kikiing over there.
Yeah.
Let me disrupt it a little bit.
For real.
I don't even know. I'm going as this year. I don't know.
Yeah.
I gotta look for some stuff.
We'll find out. We'll do. I don't know if it'll be by the end of our Halloween or it'll be the start of November when I show it. But I will show y'all what I made.
Yeah. There's a couple of shows I want to go to, so I don't know. I feel like I might be more going to that than doing Halloween this year because Lion King is coming. I really want to go see that. I want to
go see that too.
Yeah.
It's just that October is my busiest month, so I don't know how. And I will honestly reuse a costume that I made. Like if I'm thinking costume shops, elaborate stuff, that would cost too much to know. But I think I can make what I thought of work on a budget.
Yeah, for sure. And I think Goodwill is the best place to start. Go to. Some
things I have to buy new, but
Yeah. What you going as?
But the good thing is honestly, the cheaper it looks, the better it looks.
Right, always.
So it's a great concept. Right.
I went as Michael Jackson one year, and that was great.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it was great. And I was light skinned Michael too, so I had like all this stuff on my face. And I had used my dreads, like I put them back, and then I had this little, I had like two that was coming down, and I had like the. You know how you used to wear like the... It's
not real if we don't see pictures.
Oh, I gotta go find some, which I may have some actually. I have to check my Facebook and see, because I did go through spells where I delete a lot of things because it's like when I blow up they can't see this.
That's fair.
They're not gonna find this.
I need to do that.
No. These are going in the archives, or just the ones that only I can see. Only me. Me only. Facebook me only. You can't see these. Because I see me right now. TMZ found me.
Honestly, yeah.
Because TMZ gonna find it.
They really are. I did post on Facebook the other day, or not the other day. I saw a post the other day on Facebook that was from 2011, and it was September 14th, 2011, and I'm just giving y'all all the details, I guess. So you will find this, I guess. But I posted, but my Facebook's private, so joke's on you. But I put found a cat, tried to keep it alive, but it died or something like that. I was like, I said just watch this cat die, tried to save it, and then just watch this cat die. That's out of context. Right. That makes me sound insane. Not like I just tried to save the cat and it happened to unalive. Sorry, unalive. I'm still getting used to that. It happened to unalive. But I did say, in quotes, I did say that back then. But, and then I was like, this has got to be the worst experience ever. And the like sad part of that is like, it was only 2 years later until I had the worst experience ever. But, and what's wild is I don't remember this whole cat experience.
Really?
And I literally was like, core memory, worst thing that could happen. And then
that doesn't pop up at all.
I know. I have so many other things that have happened since then that I can think of.
That's why I hate about I hate about Facebook sometimes, because Facebook be like, stuff that's like, I was like, reminder, want to post it? No, I don't want to post it.
No,
what was I thinking when I made it?
Why did I?
I got so many things, but I spoke in like broken English, and so I get all these. It's like, why was I talking like this? Like, why was I typing and talking like this? Like,
yeah. I also was sharing like specifics, like. I was like, me and this person are here right now.
Go find them right now.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't even post things until like the day after when I'm like far away from where I'm
right now.
Or months and months and months later, if ever.
And a picture of us so you can see exactly what we're dressed as. How we're dressed, you gotta identify us easily, no problem. That's so funny. Which I do that now. Though. I make sure I do that now. Post.
Yeah.
You gotta start posting like after the fact.
Way after, and even though in the moment I'm like, this is such good, I want to post it, and also because I wait forever to post it if I post it later. That's why I barely post, because I'm trying to not be in the location anymore. Then I forget about it, and then I remember, but then I hadn't figured out the schedule. But we figured out the schedule. We did
nice
chat
schedule.
GPT shout out schedule for me that Q told me about right before
really
this. So yeah. It'll.
It's like it puts you to shame, though. Like I said, man, like it start finding you all kind of time. Like, wait a minute, wait a minute. And then like free time. I feel like I have no time. You tell me I literally I have scheduled free time.
Well, that's what I'm worried about. Is I really didn't schedule in like 10-minute bathroom breaks, and I feel like I have like 15 of them at least a day.
Yeah.
I
just imagine that from 1 to 10 break.
Honestly, that probably helped me pee less if I got more of a schedule.
Oh.
Like, I got 50 minutes until I can pee again.
Dry thoughts the whole time. Dry thoughts.
Yeah. Desert.
Pee time.
They would think I was like on some drugs or something if I had a schedule for real and went every time, the same time every hour.
Maybe that or something's wrong. I probably think something wrong because she clearly is like a crazy bladder thing or something.
Well, they already think that because of the amount of times that I go.
Yeah.
Yes, I do have a crazy. I was diagnosed with a crazy bladder thing. That's what the doctor wrote. Crazy bladder thing at 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I've been struggling. I can't imagine when I'm older. I'll probably need damn diapers when I'm 50. I don't know.
Probably so. Like, you must go in and start bulking up now. So my prices might be the lowest they might be. We don't even know. Right? Everything's so high.
Oh, it's like toilet paper. I should stock up on the diapers
yeah. Blow off. These are from 2022.
Oh my god! One of my friends did talk about his grandma's cups. They were from the 70s.
Really?
They look so cute, and they actually held up. They were super intact. It's because they made things to last back then.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
They make things now for it to break so that
so that you can buy more. That's
got to do
it's not even I think.
Oh,
that is what it is.
Right.
It is what it is.
It's like nothing lasts. So crazy.
And we crave the new. So it's like that's ingrained with us. Plus, it's gonna break. So.
That's so. We play the game.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
We are playing the game. Yeah, we can actually get into the episode topic now. But that was fun. I'm glad we did that. We should. Sure. Okay. Because that's how our conversations go. They really do. Like it's a subject. Do you want to hear this Reddit story first, or you want to do? Okay.
And then because I was like looking, I was like, we had an idea. I should have asked this before. I was like, we usually scary. I was getting like legit scary stories. Then I was getting like Halloween stories. I was like, okay, this is not what I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm. I was looking for all different types of stories, but I kind of got a mixture of some of what I was looking for. And I just got the one, and then I got one for myself that I'll share. But we are sharing Halloween stories. Wild, sexy, or scary Halloween stories. So let's get heated up in here. Yeah. All right. Did that get you heated, my little dance? That was not the heated dance. Y'all won't see the heated dance, but trust me, I can bring the heat, okay? I just give y'all just a
little bit.
Yeah. A little freak out. Okay. So, I'm not even going to read the title because then I'll give everything away. I'm going to see if I can read this in a deeper voice. Alright. She stared at me from above, her lips glossy and red, waiting for a response. I have never been in that kind of situation before and wasn't exactly sure how to respond. My hands are tied. How am I supposed to do anything? He really did put dash I asked nervously. She laughed, crouching down close to my face, and said, "Get creative." I wasn't sure what she was expecting, but I said, "Creative is easy for me. Just don't be surprised if it's not what you're hoping for." Actually, he's more like, "Creative is easy for me. Just don't be surprised if it's not what you're hoping for."
So he
and then the tie, because he's tied up.
Okay.
And then the tie, because he did say my hands are tied. I don't know if you can tell by it.
Yeah, I did get that part.
Because I feel like if I was regular,
but I was wondering, like, is he afraid? Is he crying? Is he scared? Like, that's what I was confused about.
He said he asked nervously.
Okay, nervous. Okay.
And his hands were tied, and how am I supposed to do anything? This is the first time being tied up.
Okay.
It's a little scary the first time. Allegedly.
So the story says.
Yeah.
The story says.
Okay, hold on. Okay, do you remember the last thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nervous thing. He said,
okay, I'll just.
It might not be what you looking for.
Yeah, I'll just say my hands are tied. How am I supposed to do anything? I asked nervously. She laughed, crouched down close to my face, and said, "Get creative." I wasn't sure what she was expecting, but I said, "Creative is easy for me." Oh no, hold on. Creative is easy for me. Just don't be surprised if it's not what you're looking for. Hoping for. I started thrusting my hip. I'm not going to do that whole motion. Y'all ain't paying for that. I started thrusting my hips underneath her. And as she moved with me, her hair swung around almost hypnotically. She grabbed my wrists that were wrapped with cloth and tied with rope to the headboard, letting out soft moans as we swayed back and forth all night. That was the moan. I had only just met her.
The wolves.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
She grabbed my wrist. Yeah. Her soft mode swaying all around. Okay. I had only just met her a few hours prior at a party that one of my friend's roommates was having, and we seemed to hit it off pretty quickly, which was out of the ordinary for me. Hold on. Let me actually get into it. I had only just met her a few hours prior at a party that one of my friend's roommates was having, and we seemed to hit it off pretty quickly, which was out of the ordinary for me. I was pretty introverted and wasn't even that excited about being at the party, but my friend insisted that he would make sure I have a good time. So I sat on the couch, almost as far into the corner as I could get, holding up a red plastic cup full of water. Oh, no, not full of water. Full of whatever crap beer they had on tap in the garage. When she came over and sat down next to me, I almost got up and went somewhere else. But something about her just kept me captivated from the instant she spoke. We had been sitting on the couch talking for nearly an hour before my friend came over. He introduced himself almost like he was acting, like he already knew this girl. Sorry. I figured maybe he was pretending not to know her, but had previously talked to her into sitting with me. It seemed like something he would do. He also needed a drink, but as I offered to get a refill for... I realized I had forgotten her name. When I asked, she simply said, "I'm the bride of Dracula." I mean, she was dressed as a sexy vampire, so I just laughed and said, "Okay, bride of Dracula, want a refill?" Instead, she told me that she had something better in mind and grabbed my hand, leading me out the back door and around the street. She walked me down half a block before pulling my keys out of somewhere and before pulling keys, not my keys, out of somewhere. This car was, okay. Before pulling keys out of somewhere and unlocking an old car parked on the road. I really should have worn my glasses for this section. Hold on, we're close to the finish line. Oh, all right. We ended at some old rickety house that was in total disrepair. As we walked to the door, I asked, "Is this actually where you live?" She didn't answer, instead yanking my arm and pulling me to the stairs behind her. She pushed the door open. No, more like she willed it open. I thought I was losing my mind, so I followed her to... We went down into the basement where she had this whole room set up like she was planning to bring me or someone down that very night. Oh. There were candles already lit, looking as if it had been burning for some time already, and in the middle was a large bed with a heavy-duty metal headboard. After maybe 5 minutes of kissing and foreplay, she shoved me back onto the bed and pulled some cloth and rope seeming out of nowhere, tying my wrist to the headboard. It had been some time since anyone besides myself touched me, so I just went with it. Relatable. As she moaned, and let me rock her back and forth. I wish that she had let me undo her costume a little, so at least I would have something fun to look at other than her face. Nevertheless, I was still enjoying our time together and wanted to make sure she was all well, and it surely sounded like she was. After a few minutes, she threw her head back and then collapsed on top of me. She laid there for a minute and then sat up again, looking at me. She had a strange face. She had a strange look on her face that made me a bit worried. That was her face. And then she... If y'all had audio only, y'all missing out. And then she leaned down, putting her face next to mine. She said, "Thank you. You're mine now." And then she proceeded to bite into my neck. I woke up in my own bed the next morning, wrist sore and a bit bruised. I immediately rubbed my hand around my neck, but I couldn't feel anything strange. I got out of bed and walked to the bathroom, analyzing my neck in the mirror, trying to see if there was anything there. It was barely noticeable, but there were faint remnants of teeth marks on my skin. I went back to the room and got dressed, then went to the kitchen where I found my roommate eating breakfast and some girl he must have brought back home from the party. I asked, "Hey, did you know that girl I was talking to?" He laughed and said, "No, but she must have had quite the impression on you." I wasn't sure if he was joking or lying, but the specific word impression got to me. I said, "Oh, she certainly did. Did you see the teeth marks on my neck? She fucking bit me after she got off." He laughed again and said, "Really playing into the vampire thing, huh?" I shook my head and I said, "I guess, but I have no idea how I even ended up back here. Like, she dosed me or something." Later that night, as I was lying in bed trying to fall asleep, I had a strange feeling that someone was watching me. I ignored it, but it was like an itch that I couldn't reach. It was driving me nuts. I got up and went to the window, pulling the curtains back, only to find the bride of Dracula outside my window. I fell back onto the floor in shock. As I sat there, her voice spoke almost directly into my brain, saying, "Open the window and let me in." I screamed and shut the curtains, but she kept on tapping on the window all night until just before sunrise. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do, but I think that I have a stalker now. Worse yet, she actually thinks that she's a real vampire. If you happen to ever be at a party on Halloween night and a girl dressed up like a sexy vampire tries to take you home with her, run. Don't go with her. Don't let her in your house. And no matter how desperate you are, she's crazy. And she's back for me again. I swear my roommate had something to do with me meeting her, and if I ever find out for sure, he's gonna be sorry. Period.
That is so funny.
I forgot that there were so many periods in that, and it was so long. But period.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Also, just a side note, if you do want to hire me as an actor, those were not the voices and characterizations that I would have done for those characters. It was just for the gag. So, just saying. If you want to see more characters, I would just, literally whatever came to my mind, I just went with it.
Yeah, I was like, who do these voices?
But that, as I was going, I was like, this was a good character if I wanted to, like, be bad at acting and not, like, true, like, character study. Like, I wanted y'all to know if I was, like, actually trying to, like, be good at acting, like, it would have been good. You know what I mean? It would have been what you wanted it to be.
This is just for the kicks and giggles.
Yeah, right.
Well, my turn. I have a story.
Yeah, go ahead.
This was written, published in 1948 by Frederick Brown. And it's a good story. And it's a scary story, horror story.
Yeah, mine was on Reddit, just to be fair, just to note that was not my story. And I don't know if it's correct, but it was 1 year ago, so.
Oh,
yeah.
This was a year ago, too. And it says, the last man on earth sat alone in a room. There was a knock at the door. The end.
The fuck? Hold on.
It's the world's shortest horror story. That was the story.
It took me. It happened so quick. I didn't even remember what the story was. I just remembered the knock at the door, and I was like, "What the? Okay."
Yeah.
Thought I literally had the longest story ever. You got the 2 sentences. Did you think of that while I was telling my long story, or did you already plan that?
No, I was thinking about what I was just like.
You were like, "This is going on forever."
It popped up. I was like, let me find one. And the shortest one came up. I was like, oh, that's perfect.
Oh, Lord. I guarantee you my story was like 10 minutes. I forgot it was that long. I would have started at a different part. I really would have. Because the first bit's just fluff. We got to get to the dungeon room.
Yeah.
And then from there.
Yeah.
That would have knocked off like a third of it. Okay, let's get. Oh wait, before the game, do you have any personal Halloween stories? You want to share?
No. Other than the fact I need to do more things on Halloween, like, so I can have more stories. You know, I really do feel like I just work and that's it. You know.
Yeah, Halloween's my favorite holiday.
We used to do a lot of parties. You know, we like have. You know, of course, Halloween parties, you know, college type of thing. So, but like since I've been out of stuff, it's just been like every year I plan on it. Every year, you know, having to work. Yeah. So I gotta find more things to do so I can. This is a good holiday. I love it. People already started decorating like their yards and stuff. And it's like my Christmas. I like going around and seeing people Halloween decorations is so dope. This one dude had like literally like in their yard maybe like a 7-8 foot like werewolf, like legit.
Oh my God.
Like
there's one house that I need to go visit, and it's a drive, but I really want to go visit because every single year they have a different theme and they really go all out.
Oh, that's dope.
And that whole neighborhood's pretty good, but that house in particular, but like right around that house, and like everybody else participates a little bit more. And I wonder if like they just showed up in the neighborhood, then they were like, okay, we can't have nothing because everyone's coming out to see this house.
Right.
And we're just sitting here with a porch light, happy Halloween in a bowl in the front without someone there.
Maybe a couple pumpkins.
A rotting pumpkin.
Right. We cannot be outdoed. We at least got to keep up. Which I would have to too. Like, listen.
For real.
No.
We used to do decorations pretty big, especially more so Christmas, but definitely on Halloween because our whole street would do them. There was one house on there that was like always pretty good. Well, everybody was like at least pretty like really. Actually, by today's standards, like we're like showstoppers, I feel like, because today I feel like for Christmas and for Halloween it's so hard to find decorations. I went searching for hours last year for Christmas decorations, and like, they're just a little bit of lights maybe.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't put stuff up last year. It was so crazy, which is true. I mean, I drove a lot, and the houses that had them compared to like didn't. So I don't know, is that a thing that's like
when I was growing up, it was everywhere.
You're not doing it anymore.
I even went to like rich or semi-rich neighborhoods where it's like there's no excuse, you can afford this electricity,
right.
and you can pay people to put it up, so what are y'all doing?
Oh, maybe that's what it is. I think we just, I don't know, I mean, is that a thing? Is it just we just got out of it? Like,
no, we went to some like middle class, even though there's really no middle class anymore because they just made most of us poor and they're going on for miles, but houses that like with families and stuff, like you normally expect a lot of families to do it or whatever, and even then it was few and far between.
I feel like that's also because like a lot of people seem like too, like a lot of neighborhoods don't do like trick-or-treating and stuff anyway.
I think it's
like
just
community things now.
Community is just missing.
Church things and
that's why we're fighting each other more too.
And I think like people get to a point where it's like just I feel like people are so wearisome about like the crazies in the world, which I mean there are crazies in the world, but I also feel like at the same time there was always crazy in the world. But I think like so now we just become so
hyper
like
aware.
So it's like you don't even want the kids going outside to play anymore because you're just so concerned that where before like those terrorists still exist. But I don't know. I just feel like
I feel like part of it that's made it worse is our fear making us shy away and hide.
Yeah. Too, and partially too, I feel like if anything, I don't know if it just completely got worse or the fact that we just have more outlets to expose it. More news.
I think that's definitely part of it, and that makes us more anxious, and then that also implants ideas in people too that want to do stuff like that.
Because that was one of that's famous. What it is. Like, again, when it comes to Halloween stuff, I don't have kids. I don't know.
Also, there's less. Like, I feel like there's less people in like our generation having kids too, and like really none of us have time to do it anymore because we're having to work so much because things aren't as affordable.
Oh, true.
Yeah. Also, I guess Teddy moved the thing because now I can see all this stuff. So I'm sorry that you're seeing where it looks crazy. I just noticed that, literally.
You had to bring awareness to it.
I'm sorry. I just gotta say whatever's on my mind.
Everybody legit gonna say
I know. What looks crazy?
What?
Nothing, sis. Mind your business. Mind your business. Okay. It looks a little less crazy.
So funny.
It's okay. All right. Now I'm like,
You're right.
I cover it up, but still bring more awareness to it. Okay, wait, so do you have a Halloween story or no? Because I have one.
Okay, no. Well, no.
No?
I have to create some Halloween stories.
You have to create some? Yeah, for sure. Halloween's the best. Yeah. But I'm also glad that I grew up when I did because trick-or-treating was my favorite. Yeah. It was so fun. Yeah. Oh, now I gotta worry about them razors even more. I remember hearing about the razors, but I feel like they weren't as common. Or, like you said, the media wasn't talking about them as much. Maybe, I don't know. But now it's not even razors. Actually, you gotta worry about fucking fentanyl.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And
crazy.
Candy is wild.
Yeah.
It's wild.
If there's still no trick-or-treating by the time I have kids, I'm gonna do like a trick to find your treat. Like, I'm just gonna hide a bunch of treats around the house and have them go find.
You just gotta do house things. That's what I end up doing. I probably just keep it house. Have have
I still want them
have my kids too. Well, true, but
So, I mean, like, I'd, like, hide different pieces of candy and different things, like, underneath the cup in the cabinet, like stuff like that. And then, yeah.
Easter egg, like
yeah, exactly. And then, also, when they go from room to room, like, before they get to a room, like, I'll move to another room with some candy in my hands and shut the door, and they have to knock and say trick or treat. Yeah. And then I'll open that, you know?
So parents even, like, doing trick or treat and stuff, I don't even know, like, what's the...
I don't think they do unless they're in a neighborhood where everybody knows each other.
Kids don't even want to go outside. Do they even want to trick or treat?
I know.
Like, it could be a whole thing where we try to keep it alive, and the kids are like...
I know. It's because they don't know what they're missing. And I was hanging out with one of my friend's kids the other day, and she was like, you know, where's her iPad? And I'm like, back in the day, we just stared out the window in the car. Right. So, see what you could see, look at people, and
play games.
Look, yeah, we used to play. We used to play I Spy. She said, I hate I Spy. And then she wanted to play 20 questions, but a version where we just tell her hints, and there's no questions involved. Really? So, and then we
have to do like Halloween parades. Just go around down the street and let the kids and then just throw. All you want to do is just throw the candy out to them, and the kids just stand there whatever they catch.
No, but that'd be like a piñata situation where they're like punch each other out trying to get them on the ground.
Oh.
You know they'd run.
However you gotta get it, man. That'd be a new sport. Y'all doing trick or treat back in the day? Yeah. I got a busted nose 1 year.
My life's never been the same.
Never been the same.
Oh my god. Oh Lord.
Fought a kid for a pack of annihilators.
Yeah, annihilators. Yes. I haven't seen them in so long. Or do they even exist?
Yeah, they do still. Yeah.
Okay.
Still a thing.
They were scary to chew, though.
They used so hard.
I know. I felt like they were ripping layers off my teeth.
We appreciate you. Where you going? Want to come up here?
Right. Yeah, come on. Give him a spot. There we go. Good boy. Lay down. But, yeah, okay, so I want to tell my story. And I don't know if I've ever told you this today. But, I mean, not today. I haven't told you today. I do know that. But I don't know if I've ever told you this before. I know that I told two of my friends that I saw and, like, retold. And they were like, I've never heard this before. I'm like, I know I did. I don't know if I told you. But there was a party where I was already feeling super schwasty. And then I went and had a little quality time with my green friend. And I was feeling really good and really, like, way too much. And then it was really windy and we had a fire. And so the fire kept on going out. And so, like, one of my friends there, he was like, well, okay, let me restart this fire. I'm going to pour some gasoline on it. And he poured gasoline on it, and then the wind picked up right at that moment and poured all the gasoline on him, and he caught on fire.
Oh, no, funny way.
And then not only did he catch on fire, but all the grass started catching on fire. And it started coming more and more towards the house. And, like, literally one of them was, like, there were logs right by the door of the house. They were taking logs. Just one of them for the longest, and then a few other people joined, because I think we were all super lit. And that's why you don't mess with fires and be on substances. Okay, and then they were taking logs and, like, rolling the fire out on the grass and trying to get it out before it got to the house. It was getting so close, and it was, like, so many different patches of grass that were catching more fire, and oh my god. And then so he's on fire, and then there's two people helping with the logs, and then everybody else is yelling, stop, drop, and roll, stop, drop, and roll, like, go, and then I was over walking my 10 yards of paces back and forth, being like, oh my god, what do I do? I don't know what to do. Straight panic mode. I'm too messed up to help. I've never seen someone catch on fire before. for? What do I do? I know if it were me, I'd be stop, dropping, and rolling, but, like, I didn't know how to help. And it's like, I was barely wearing any clothes, so it's not like I could take my clothes off. I mean, I guess if it came down to it, I could get nude and throw my clothes at you, but I didn't really want that option.
Right.
And so I was just pacing back and forth and back and forth. And, on fire, we're yelling at him, stop, drop, and roll. He starts, and he gets down the hill a little bit, and then he hits the hammock. And so he can't keep on rolling or catch the hammock on fire. So he had to, because he hit the pole first, he had to stand up, still on fire, get back down, roll down the hill. And then, and y'all at home, I know y'all are like, she is laughing way too much for this story. This story is crazy. But then, I swear, it was like a movie. Because at the bottom of the hill, we couldn't see him anymore. So we didn't know. And he walked up slow motion up that hill. Like full, like, Rocky style. Like, on top of the world. And then his beard was, like, down here. It was all the way up here when the fire was done. It really was. It burnt some of his hair, too. And as soon as he got, like, where the hill was here, and, like, imagine him right there, where it wasn't his full body, but we could see his face, everybody starts going, stop, drop, and roll! Stop, drop, and roll! And we did that chant for, like, at least 5 minutes, honestly. We did it for so long. And then once he got back in, we were like, yeah! And then his ass wore his gasoline shirt the whole night. He never even changed. No. No, he never changed.
That badge of honor.
And we were at his house. Like, he could have changed. Last one saying he was messed up, too. Especially for it to be as windy as he was, and he was pouring gasoline like this. He didn't put it close to the fire. He said, gasoline! Make it rain, gasoline, baby! And it really did.
He rolled down a hill.
Yeah, I know. But him hitting that was like, honestly, this whole scene will forever be envisioned in my brain. I feel like it will be the clearest physical memory I have of anything. So it was so wild. And, because I was pacing for part of it, but then once he started actually rolling, I was like, okay, let me watch him roll, see if I need to run, like, and when he hit that hammock and had to stand up while still on fire and roll down. But the thing is that it's a good thing that, like, well, I don't think it would have happened if he wasn't pouring it way up here and he was pouring it down there. It is a good thing that he got as much gasoline as he did on him because that's what helped, like, burn off the gasoline first before it just burned all his skin.
Oh, nice.
Because he did not get, like, severe burns at all.
Really? Oh, that's good.
Yeah. That's why I'm also laughing so much because I know this whole time, even when I said he was fine, y'all were like, he is injured.
Right.
Why are you're acting like this is the best SNL sketch? No, but he was fine. He was fine. The only thing that he was sad about was his beard.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure. It took a long time. Like, I mean,
yeah, I know.
Say sorry.
But that's my Halloween story.
They would have saved him too. You know what I'm saying? Like, what had saved him too. Mm-hmm. You know, most of them probably didn't get in his beard. You know? Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
Oh, that's so
if he didn't have a long beard, he would have definitely burned his skin more because it wouldn't have caught just this first.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Okay, I'm picking some cards.
So that actually works. Stop down the road.
Yeah, stop. I am convinced. I've seen it firsthand.
Okay, so there's
most people don't actually see people catch on fire.
Yeah.
Except for firefighters. But stop, drop, and roll definitely works. If he wouldn't have the hammock in his way, it would have happened sooner. But then he had to stand up again and move and then start rolling again. But y'all, it works. It so works. Oh my god.
Stop, drop, and roll.
I guess I'm Pepper cut. I guess I'm taking 5. But what sucks is I already had a cut because my so my fingers have been looking crazy. Alright, so we're back at it with our favorite game. Schmarks Against Humanity. You gotta pay for us to use the name, even though you can see it here, so we're not claiming it as our own. But our version of this game, where we pick cards and we create a story of it right on the spot. So today we are going to do, like, the wildest, in whatever way you want, wildest Halloween party, I guess, on that note. Oh my god. Oh, and I'm sorry, we just had the biggest moment of silence. We both did it.
Yeah,
we both did it for so long. I for a second forgot that we were on the podcast and was just focusing on creating my story. And I really...
Sorry, you guys.
I wonder how long that actually was.
Okay.
If it's really long, we gotta edit that out. But I don't... Okay, alright. You want to go first or what?
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
So, this is a crazy Halloween story. Went to this party, and same thing. I got pretty hammered. Drank a lot. All the things, and then, I just remember sitting to this person who was dressed like the Pope, and I thought that because they the Pope, then to me it was the perfect opportunity to share my secret, share my thoughts, just concerns that was bothering me, and I felt like with a Pope, they won't judge you for the things you've done, and so I began to really just tell them my story about how I had got PTSD from this chick who loved to sit on my face and tell me I'm garbage, and and it was just really a thing that really kind of bring me down sometimes, because that she was just sit on my face, ride my face crazy, and just tell me about my ugly face and my bad personality, and I'm almost at the point of tears, because I'm just traumatized about the emotion of it all, and so the Pope, he just looked at me and just stared in silence.
Oh Lord, the good old Pope.
The good old Pope, never said a word. Truly kept it to himself.
It's because the person behind that costume is I'm not really the Pope. I don't know how to help you.
What should I do? How do I get this?
I just thought this was funny and ironic. Right. I don't know anything about being a Pope.
How do I get this person right in my face and
there's no confessional here, bitch. It's Halloween. I want to shake my ass in this Pope costume.
That's so funny. Wrong party, bud.
For real. Okay. Well, so one Halloween, I really just wanted to go as something that... Why'd you do that? I just realized you did that. Sorry. I was trying to make this discard. Okay. Sorry. I'm sorry. I came on strong, but I was messing with stuff. I'm sorry. So one Halloween, I wanted to go as something that really represented my relationship status. And my relationship status was not doing too great at that point. There were a lot of times where, I felt like my mouth was full and couldn't really move. But I was trying to move my mouth in my relationship, and I could not move it quite how I needed. So then I developed lockjaw. So how I decided to go to the party was I dressed as an entire lockjaw. So basically my face was some teeth, and then I built some teeth all around me, and then the jaw swooped all the way around. And I was this is the best costume ever. Everybody's going to love it. Think it's so funny. But then I walked in and I realized, like, oh shit, their house is really small. And I made this huge, like, I'm not kidding. This costume went out to here. I was a job that could only fit, or like couldn't even fit in a studio apartment. Like, I was like John and out, okay? Because I just wanted to show how many times he gave me lockjaw. Someone said they saw me and they were like, man, this is why women shouldn't have votes. Like, they shouldn't have a say in anything. They should just, like, be told what to wear. So then, you know, a man could have told her to just dress up as a sexy maid instead of a weird, like, huge 10-foot wide lockjaw. And then started a campaign to end women's suffrage. And then as we ended the night, ending women's suffrage, unfortunately, did win over a good portion of the crowd, which really made me question all my relationships, because once they decided that, like, let's take away women's rights, you know, they all sat around in a circle, holding hands, singing, "Fuck women, they suck, I'm gonna do what I want." That's what they sang. And then one of my friends said, "That's the true meaning of Christmas." And also, what I say the true meaning of Christmas is poverty. And I need new friends, okay? I think I had a whole different story planned before I did that, but that was another one where I just went as gotta go as I went. So I don't know why I took like a minute pause to figure out my story, because I didn't even go with my story.
That's funny. That's too funny. That's so funny.
I don't really want to know how long that pause was.
It's cool. Just go right into our spontaneity episode.
Yeah.
Perfect. Just go with it, man.
Yeah.
Life is short, so are we, man.
Hopefully y'all found that funny. I don't even remember what I said. I blacked out. Do you want to do one last one where we do it together and then call it an episode?
Okay, yeah. Let's do it.
All right. So we can grab 3 each?
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so,
Do we want to grab a prompt?
Okay.
We could try it and see if there's a cool one. Okay, so Lifetime presents, what's your card?
Necrophilia.
The story of Scientology. So that's our story headline, and now we'll pick 3 and another black card, and then that will, unless the black card doesn't work. And then, or I guess let's just not do the other black card. Let's just pick 3, and it'll be Lifetime prevents necrophilia, the story of Scientology. Okay. Which it actually could be a Halloween party, so perfect. Because necrophilia is when you shebang 6 feet under, right?
Oh, it is?
Right? Isn't that where you want to, when you get it on with dead people? Or unalive people?
I think that is it.
Right.
I was like, why do I know?
So you thought it was that funny without knowing what it is? Hey. Yeah, it is. Oh. That's exactly what it is, and that's perfect for Halloween. I mean, it's not for this game and this fake world we're living in.
So that makes it so much funnier though for a now.
Yeah, it makes it so much funnier. So we're basically saying Scientology party of necrophilia.
hey, give a few more minutes, because you got his food back there and he wants it.
And his water. I know. Hey. We literally got 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Come on, I promise. I'm sorry. We set up everything and locked where his food was on accident. Okay, so so I can start it out. I want to go a double on this one. So Alright, so there was one time I was like so hungry, I hadn't eaten all day. I was enjoying a turkey sandwich right before I was gonna go to this party. But then some punk kid stole but then I met some punk kid who stole my turkey sandwich. And I got pissed. Like I said, I hadn't eaten all day, and like my food is so important to me, and I was just done. And I saw red, and he suffered multiple stab wounds.
Ooh. Mm-hmm. You know, and you know the crazy thing about why he's getting stabbed, multiple stab wounds and
stab wounds.
Stab wounds.
Okay.
You know. You know, I had happened to be walking by where I witnessed all this. I was just studying for the SAT. And I was specifically I was studying racially biased SAT questions. When I did see this punk get stabbed, very heavily. So I wanted to run over, and it was so crazy because like. I end up seeing, a micro pig wearing a tiny raincoat and booties.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, what's going on here? He's like, listen, I came here for the necrophilia party. I'm like, whoa. There's a lot going on, and, so it's like happening,
Yeah. And that was also the thing, is like, I was hungry and mad at the sandwich, but I already had to bring somebody to the necrophilia party, so I was like, why not bring fresh meat, so and then I was like, what tools do I have to help me? Hey, come here. Can you lean forward and get that or no? Distract him a little bit. So yeah, I'm sorry. So, yeah, I brought my fresh meat, and I was thinking about tools that I had to help me, and I realized that I had my robot Jerry at home. And I really wanted Jerry to experience the fun of, like, everything that I was going to experience, and, like, just share a little bit of fresh meat. It's not often that you have fresh meat for necrophilia parties. It's just not often.
For sure.
So I had to spend a lot of time with Jerry. I was just teaching a robot to love and get him ready for the party.
And what's wild is typically those things happen and, at these parties. Things get really wild. And, unfortunately,
within the Scientology community.
Right, and it's crazy because, once the robot, finally was able to love, then it went out and began to participate in some of the necrophilia activities.
Yeah.
And
I trained him up real good.
And did she? She did almost too good to me, in fact, because...
I know, Jerry could fuck better than me.
And it was wild. It was wild because
These robots will do better than us.
Jerry was getting it in for sure, and I think the most horrific part of the story, the most terrifying, it really makes this thing,
really Halloween.
Really Halloween.
Yeah.
Is the fact that, while Jerry was getting it in, at this, doing these necrophilia activities, it resulted in a unwanted pregnancy.
Who got pregnant? Was it the corpse? Was it a corpse or was it someone there by a corpse? That's the best way I could have mentioned. Oh my God.
That was great.
That was perfect. Oh my God. Well, if you all like this episode as much as we love that last bit of our Scientology story, then please follow Talkin' Shit ATL on all the platforms. Give us a like, subscribe, rate and review. Make sure you hit that bell button on YouTube to get notifications, and go ahead and click that all so that you can get notified every time we post an episode. Follow us on Instagram and on TikTok. We do have a Twitter. I think it has one tweet. But let us know if you're interested in it, and we'll put more time into it. Right. But yeah, we love y'all. I hope you have a safe Halloween and none of these stories happen to you.
Absolutely, yes. No unwanted pregnancies.
Yeah, like literally not a single story that we told today. I hope it doesn't.
Right, I was saying, don't get caught on fire.
I hope you're not the last person on Earth.
Yeah.
I hope you don't have a crazy vampire stalking you and drugging you, I guess.
Which goes to show even more so that I need to have more Halloween experiences.
Yeah. You're missing out.
Jeez.
And also, if you ever know someone or are someone that has a invitation to a necrophilia party, please don't invite us. We do not want to go. And please remove yourself from our platform. Thank you.
With that being said,
okay. Love you. Bye.